All right, folks, good morning. All right, let's get started here. For today, the 5th, we have the following. Um, okay, we have no economic data coming out today. So, um, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong place. Yes, we do. All right, so for Tuesday, March the 5th, we have final services PMI at 9:45 a.m. Eastern. Not expecting a significant market impact there. At 10 a.m., we have ISM Services PMI, which is an important release, so we should get some volatility from that. And we got factory orders month over month, which is expected to have a light impact. RCM TIPP economic optimism, no specific time, not expected to have any significant impact. At 12 p.m. Eastern, we'll have FOMC member Barr speaking. Uh, Market impact is expected to be light for that. And then at 3:30 p.m., FOMC member Barr will be speaking again. Again, the expectation is that there will be light market impact. So we do have some news coming out, but uh, the major impact should be at 10 o'clock Eastern, and then we'll see what happens after that. All right, so moving on, let's look at what's going on the QQQ. Okay, for some reason, my mouse just does not work as well anymore. But anyway. So the QQQ here, we have pre-market, we're opening lower than we were yesterday. Yesterday's action was very neutral. As you can see, we were mostly going sideways. But today we'll be opening lower. So we'll see what happens. But let's take a look at the stocks which were moving yesterday. All right, so one of them was Cisco, CSCO. Cisco was up. And able to pass our target number 2 to the upside of 49.06, topping out at 49.47 for the session. Palo Alto, PANW, was bearish, able to reach our target number 2 to the downside of 262.69, which was great for us. eBay was able to reach target number 2 to the upside of 49.15, although it was a awkward move up, but it was able to do so. Yes, because the uh, schedule was not set at the normal time yesterday. It was only set today. That's why I recommend everyone subscribe to the channel so that way you always get a notification whenever the broadcast is about to start. All right, so PayPal reached target number 1 to the downside of 59.56 and then reached a low of 58.86, which was a little bit above its target number 2 to the downside of 58.71. Zion Bank was able to reach target number 1 to the upside, but then it collapsed after that. Came back to it later. Target number 1 was 39.89. AMD was able to reach its target number 1, but nothing after that. Target number 1 was 209.26. JD.com had a really nice downtrend, able to reach target number 2 of to the downside of 21.62. CLSK, although we weren't looking for it to do this, went down to its target number 2. I did not put that out as an alert, but target number 2 was 16.55. So this one sold off at the opening bell. Tesla was extremely bearish. This one was able to go below target number 2 to the downside of 191.39. It bottomed out close to 186.75 during the regular part of the session. And Amazon was able to reach target number 1 to the upside of 179.36, but Didn't go any further after that. Just topped out there. All right, so that was yesterday. So we had some good downtrenders and maybe one or two stocks moving up. Let's take a look at what's moving in the pre-market. So first up, I have ASIP or AISP, excuse me. Right, that stock is currently up 88% on 9.2 million shares, trading at least $1 per share. It is NASDAQ listed as well, so we'll go ahead and add that to the pre-market radar. Of course, this is our pre-market radar for stocks. So that symbol is AISP. Next up, we've got CASI, currently up about 23% on 5.5 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll add that CASI to our pre-market radar as well. Next up, CJJD, which is currently up 7.55% on 1.96 million shares, trading at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to the pre-market radar. CLSK, not presently trading up or down enough, so we'll have to skip CLSK. LIFW is presently up 4.39%, so not enough to qualify for our pre-market radar. So we'll have to skip that one, at least for now. Next up is LVTX, which is presently up 6.6% on 3.7 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll add LVTX to our pre-market radar. Next up is Mara, not down or up enough, only 3.66% price change, so we'll have to pass on that. Let's check out PHUN. Okay, that's currently up about 27% on 3.9 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So that will be added to the pre-market radar for stocks. Next up is QNRX. Presently, that is down 48%, 1.6 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. We'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market radar as well, QNRX. Next up, we have SoFi, which is currently down about 8% on 5 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll definitely add that to our pre-market radar, SOFI. Next up, we have SoundHound, which is currently down 4.36%, so not enough. Good morning. So we'll go ahead and pass on that. Tesla's on the pre-market radar, but I don't think it's moved enough. Currently down 2.86%, so that does not qualify, so we'll skip that one. And Amazon also is showing up on my scan, but that's not down. Oh, sorry, yeah, not Amazon. Sorry, ZCMD was the stock. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong place. So ZCMD, now that was up a lot, but it's come down, so no longer qualifies, so we'll have to pass on this one too. All right, so far, these are the stocks that we found. If you folks see any other stocks that meet our 4 criteria, let me know in the chat. The 4 criteria are: must be a NASDAQ listed stock, must have at least a 6% price change, positive or negative, from where it was yesterday to where it is now in the pre-market. Also, the stock price must currently in the pre-market be at least $1 per share, and the pre-market volume must be at least 1 million shares. So if you guys see any other stocks that meet those criteria, please let me know in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and add that to the pre-market radar, other than the stocks that we've already found, of course. Folks, if you see any other stocks that meet our four criteria, let me know in the chat. So far, we have AISP, CASI, CJJD, LVTX, PHUN, QRNX, and SOFI. So if you folks see any other stocks that meet our four criteria, let me know in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and take a look. All right, so we'll go ahead and wrap up for today, folks. Please be sure to hit the like button. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. I see we have 10 likes, but more than 10 people watching. Please be sure to hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. That way, in the event that there is a issue with the announcement, you'll see an alert once the broadcast starts. So please be sure to subscribe to the channel as well. MCRB, we'll take a look. Again, folks, please be sure to hit the like button. MCRB does qualify. It's currently down 8.77% on 1.4 million shares. So that will be added to our pre-market watch list as well. MCRB now on our radar. All right, so we'll go ahead and wrap up for today. Again, please be sure to hit the like button before I go. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. We've got 12 likes here. Make sure you hit the like button. And other than that, folks, for those of you who are part of the program, I'll see you in the coaching room in about 27 minutes. And for anyone who's watching this on a replay, if you're not familiar with our company, please be sure to check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description of this video. Other than that, folks, have a great trading session. I'll see you for tomorrow's Pre-Market Pulse. Take care.